Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If your Schengen visa is rejected and you get a refusal letter like you're seeing on my screen along with your passport in the courier, or if you go to VFS and collect your passport and when you open the envelope you will see a refusal letter instead of visa being granted along with the passport, then in this video I'll exactly tell you what you need to do in this case, how to appeal, what you have to mention in the appeal letter, where you have to submit your appeal letter, and also if your appeal is accepted, where should you submit your passport. I'll explain everything in this very quick video. So watch this video till the end is only my humble request, because it will really help you or your family members or your community or your friends, anyone who's struggling with this case. Visa agents are charging more than 10 to 15,000 for the same process on how to rectify this. I will be explaining in this video for free of cost. So before we get started, as you can see on my screen, 98% of you who are regularly watching my content are non-subscribers. Kindly hit the subscribe button guys, please, and support my channel. So guys, you get a courier. If you opted for a courier, you open the courier and instead of seeing a sticker visa on your passport, you see a refusal letter saying that so and so reason, like whether they're not happy with your intent to travel because your cover letter is very poor, whether you have not submitted your itinerary, whether you have not submitted confirmed or fully booked flights. There may be several reasons why your visa could be refused, and you can only apply or appeal your refusal if you get a refusal letter. If you do not get a refusal letter like in the given format, then you will not be able to appeal your Schengen visa. And during this appeal process, first of all guys, you don't have to pay any fees whatsoever. So I'll tell you the process from the beginning. So you got the courier from VFS, you see that your visa has been rejected and you have a refusal letter. So once you get the refusal letter, recently I'll take an example of one of my subscribers whom I prepared the appeal letter for him, and then he was able to appeal to Swedish embassy and he got his visa approved. So first of all, he got his visa, his refusal letter, and then once he got the refusal letter, he pinged me. So the reason was not satisfactory, that he will return to India. The more and more it was showing on his application that he is going to stay in Sweden, but he wanted to meet his family and cousins in Sweden. That was his main intent of travel, but he did not mention that properly. Visa agent screwed up the case and his visa was rejected. So first of all, we need to understand why the visa was rejected. In this case, he did not mention properly that he's going to meet his family members, then he's going to come back, he's going to continue his responsibilities. That was the first mistake. So we intended to prepare the appeal properly, first mention his case and address why his visa was refused, mention all the details properly, give all the bookings, and also provide the person or the people or the family members ID cards, their local ID cards basically, and their address for verification, and all the existing stuff that you're doing currently. In the sense, you are a working professional. If you're a software engineer, tell them that you're working as a software engineer. Prepare the letter very concisely. I prepared letter for my subscriber, and the next process would be to submit this letter in the form of courier directly to the embassy, Swedish embassy. No VFS is involved in this appeal process. Please remember that. Yes, it varies from embassy to embassy. You have to go to the official embassy website and then see what is the appeal process. For Sweden, no VFS is involved. Directly you have to email, or rather you have to courier the appeal letter and provide all the details, sufficient proofs. Depends on the refusal guys. Now in refusal, they might have asked you so and so documents, you have to produce so and so documents and send it directly to the embassy. Once it is received in the embassy, a representative from the Swedish embassy called my subscriber and he asked him, what is the problem, what are you submitting, how different is it from your visa application. So I had prepared cover letter for him, I had prepared new itinerary for him, and also prepared the appeal letter. He submitted all of those things. One representative called him basically and he asked him all the questions. He was able to rectify. So after nearly 1 month, he got another call from the same representative saying your appeal has been granted, your appeal has been approved, so your visa will be granted. Submit your passport to the nearest VFS, and they have sent him an email with all the instructions. Now that email contains personal details and confidential information. That is why I was not able to show that particular email in this screen, because it was his personal, and he wanted to keep it personal, and he didn't want to show his approval letter on the screen to everyone. So basically they asked him, go to your nearest VFS with all the details, no need to book appointment, anything guys, no need to pay even 1 rupee, because you've already paid your application fees and the passport fees as well. So you just have to go to the nearest VFS, submit your passport, and after like maybe 5 or 6 days, you will get a courier back to your home if you have opted for courier, or if you are opting for collection at VFS itself, hold it location like me. I always prefer hold it location. Go to VFS and then collect your passport. When he saw his passport, in fact, he had got a 3 months multiple entry visa from Swedish embassy, which is a fantastic thing. So before you produce or submit your appeal letter guys, first of all, if you need appeal letter or cover letter or itinerary, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. I'll prepare it for you at a very reasonable cost. Whomever I have given cover letter and itinerary specifically to Schengen visa, everybody have got their Schengen visas, and I'm very happy to tell I've prepared cover letters for more than 150 or 200 people, and people are even now are reaching out to me for cover letters and itineraries, in this case appeal letter as well. So just tips from my end. If you don't want to opt my services, no problem, but tips from my end when you're producing your appeal letter is, make your intent very precise. Prepare all the documentation, whatever they have asked, and send it back to them, whether it may be flight bookings or whether it may be local government ID cards of your friends and family. If you're going on tourist purpose, produce your internal flight bookings, internal ferry bookings, or for example, I went from Finland to Estonia, I went in a ferry. So I had to produce my ferry tickets. I'm just saying, if you have ferry tickets, you have to produce your ferry tickets. If you have to produce your Flixbus tickets, produce your Flixbus tickets, and be polite and be genuine and be humble whenever you are sending an appeal, because they've given you a second opportunity to submit your case, and not everyone will get this chance to appeal guys. Only few people will get a chance to appeal, and as you know, Indians lost over 600 crore rupees in the rejections with respect to Schengen visa, US visa and other visas, and Schengen visa took the bulk of the amount. So I hope this video was very informative. Again, the process is solely depending on embassy to embassy. It is not constant for all embassies. Swedish embassy follows this process. French embassy might follow different process. Norwegian embassy might follow different process. Iceland embassy might follow different process. So if you need any details, feel free to ping me on Instagram. My only request is follow and then ping me on Instagram, because I'm not getting notified. I'll catch you guys in my next video.